to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter.
Push him back.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
McCaffrey, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jackson to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed. In this weather, I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But be able to catch it and come down with it. What do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. 20. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Complete to Jones. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Julio Jones. His 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's caught by Sanders. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Emmanuel. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. This complete to Jones. 23 yards, the final tally.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. This is McCaffrey. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. It's a jet sweep. Sanders.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will finish off. Back now at FedEx Field. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Jackson flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. He completes it to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Jones has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive team,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Check 53. And keep it up, keep it up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Julio Jones in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Lions, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be on the road next week.
Yeah, and it feel like